We're live. Hey,
Hello, hello,
everybody.
hello. Hey, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. We are so super excited to be live with you today. Hello. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. As you jump on, let us know that you're on today again. So super excited. Happy Friday, everybody. We're going to have an amazing, fun time tonight. I'm so thrilled to have with me the amazing, the illustrious, Jennifer King.
I love that introduction. I'm like, who's she talking about?
I am talking about you, honey. We are so excited. As you jump on today, go ahead and let us know that you're on with us. Like, tag, and share the broadcast with somebody else today because it's going to be super fun, super amazing, and super exciting. So, with that being said, Jennifer, go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody on tonight.
Sure thing. Hey, everybody. My name is Jennifer King. I'm super excited to be here coming to you from Austin, Texas.
Woo,
And I
woo.
am so excited, guys. I am that coach, that quit coach. That's what they call me, the quit chick. My frustrated employees. That's what I'm going to call it. Frustrated employees. Those people that go to a job every day that you don't like. They hire me to help them build and grow a business so that they no longer have to go to that job. Why would somebody hire me to do that? Because that's exactly what I did. I built a business so I no longer had to go to a job. I'm also the Amazon best-selling author of 33 Years a Slave, Removing Chains from Life, Love, and Business. And I'm super excited to be here on this platform with Tammy to talk a little bit about my book and her book and how it all plays in. She calls her the name of her book is I Don't Look Like What I've Been Through, and then my book could be called the same thing. I My book could be called the same thing because I went through a lot in 33 years, and we both wrote the books from the perspective of we don't want people to have to go through the things that we did or for as long as we did. You're going to always go through something, but and when you
Yeah,
come out on the other side, it's going to be a test. But when you come out on the other side, it's going to be a testimony. But we want women to know that you're not in it alone. You're not in it alone.
absolutely.
And a lot of times, and we'll get into it a little bit more as we get into the discussion. As Black women, we're taught to be strong. We're taught to not let things bother us, to put on a facade, and we've got to break that cycle because that's what's keeping us depressed. That's what is keeping us from living our best life, which is exactly what we're going to be talking about tonight.
Absolutely. That is so absolutely true. Thank you for introducing yourself. What a great introduction to the broadcast on tonight. For those of you who may not be familiar with me, I'm Tammy Durton. I am the image maker. What women hire me to do is to help them upgrade their image, to level up their style. I am the image maker. So if you're frustrated with your look, listen, we just crossed over into 2020, a totally new year, a totally new decade. If you're ready to upgrade your image, now is the time to do that. And so I help women coordinate your outfits, get your closet together, totally transform your image into something amazing from the inside out. And so to go back to what Jennifer was talking about tonight, we're just going to be having a chat. So feel free to chime in and comment on the broadcast tonight. But as we've entered into 2020, Jennifer, we've crossed over into a totally new decade.
Yes.
What I found is some of us, and talking about transformation and living your best life. In order to live your best life, uh, one of the things that we have to do is let go of some of the baggage of the past, right? We
Right.
tend to hold on to old baggage, to old boyfriends, to to old jobs, to just a lot of old baggage that's keeping us bound to the past, that's keeping us enslaved to the past, that's keeping us actually, that's making us look like what we've been through. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree. I totally agree. And one of the things that I found, and it wasn't until I wrote my book and started getting my coaching that I realized that I was so caught up in my head, in my
Mm-hmm.
thoughts of what I wanted, what I thought should happen, trying to always be in control. And that's where I made the mistake. And I'm talking about for decades staying this way.
Yes.
So when I was able to shift my limiting beliefs And I had a
Mhm.
conversation. I have conversations with people about this all the time because people are going to say, "Oh, I don't have any limiting beliefs," and I guarantee you, you have some limiting beliefs. Let's talk. And it's not to shame anybody or call anybody out. It's about identifying where
Mhm.
those issues are so that you can move past it. And you may not even realize it. And you may be thinking, because I used to think I had it going on, girl. I
Oh, we
used to,
all did.
oh my God. But now,
Nothing.
oh, but now I see different. I see different. I know different, and I do different. And it's not about being all stuck up and what people call it bougie and all. It's not
Right.
about that. It's about being happy, having some peace. I thought I had peace before, but I have peace now. And there's even the best is yet to come. And
Absolutely.
until we are willing to take a look and reflect, right?
Mhm.
Then we're not going to have any success. Because I used to think it was everybody else, Tammy, and
Uh-huh.
it was me. It was me.
It was the woman in the mirror, right?
Hmm. It was her. It was her. Her did it. Her
You
did
know,
it. Her did
I,
it.
I always say you have to face it to fix it, right? A lot of times
That's
we're in
right.
denial, and you got to face it to fix it. One of the chapters I talk about in the book, I Don't Look Like What I've Been Through, is you have to be open. And one thing that you have to be open to is change. You have to be open to change. You know, insanity is doing the same thing over and over, but expecting different results. And
Right.
so if we're not open to change, first of all, if we're not open to being real with ourselves and being honest with ourselves, and then if we're not open to change, nothing new, nothing different is going to happen in our lives. It's an inside job. It starts from the inside, you know, and then it flows over to the outside if we want our lives to be better. If I don't want to look like what I've been through, that means I've got to do some work on the inside to make sure that I'm not still carrying that old baggage, to make sure that I'm not having that same old stinking thinking, that same old, you know, messed up mindset that's gonna keep me chained and enslaved to the past, right? Because it all begins with having a shift in mindset that's gonna catapult us from where we are to where we want to be. So
Right.
Jennifer, we've had a couple of people to join us. Hey Tiffany, thank
Hey,
you so much for Tiffany Mason. Hey Leonard, thank you so much. Hi
hi,
Grace.
hi, hi. You
Phil,
know,
good evening.
Tammy, if we would have had this conversation 2 years ago, I would have said, and I want to see how you respond to this. I look
Mhm.
good. There's nothing wrong with me, but it's not always about how you look on the outside,
That's
right?
right.
It's about what's going on in the inside. And that's where I'm not going to say that's where people miss the mark because I can't speak for other people, but I'm going to say that's where I missed the mark,
And
right?
Jennifer, I can actually speak for people because coaching women and different women that I've encountered and coached and mentored, for the majority of us, that is where that's totally correct. That's where we miss the mark.
Mhm.
And so it's so important to be able to, you know, have that awareness because it's about the energy that we carry.
Right.
So our thoughts, our feelings, our attitudes, the energy that we carry has so much to do with what we look like on the outside, but we don't realize it. We're so busy trying to fix up the outside, get the right outfit, and we neglect, you know, what's going on, our low self-esteem, because we're basing our future on where we've been, on past failures and
Oh, that's
mistakes.
good.
You
That's
know, because I'm totally transparent, Jennifer. I tell my story and I speak my truth. I've been married twice. I've been divorced twice. And so for a long time, I would carry the baggage of my past, of broken marriages and my broken self. And I would carry that around and I would wonder why I would miss out on certain opportunities, why I could never connect with the right people, always attracting the wrong things into my life because I
Mhm.
was carrying that junk around.
Right. And you know, one of the things for me, as you were saying that, is that stinking thinking, that thought process, all of that is almost, I used to think, well, that nobody can read my mind. So while on the outside I might be smiling, but low key, like a little bit jealous or envious of somebody else having something. But I was like, oh, I'm just gonna act. I feel like I should have gotten Oscars. I should have felt like I won some Oscar awards for my performance, right? But I would think, oh well, nobody can. Uh, they don't know what I'm thinking, right? And then I would be like, well, where are all these thoughts coming from? Some of these thoughts are just like low key. I could never even say that stuff out loud, you know? And
Mm-hmm.
so it wasn't until I realized that I wasn't in it by myself, because I thought it was just me and I thought I could mask it. But people can feel that energy,
Yeah.
right? People can feel that energy, and that's why you attract the wrong people and at the wrong time. But once you shift that energy, and you can get it under control,
Yeah.
you just got to be willing to admit that it's there. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of people won't even admit that energy is there, right? They want to talk about what's wrong with everybody else but
Else.
themselves. I was guilty of that. I was
Mm-hmm.
guilty of that. So having this opportunity to be in the community that we're in, and being able to work with the ladies, us work together, travel
Mm-hmm.
together, do all those things together, has been so refreshing to me. It's because I used to think, well, I can't be dealing with a lot of women. It's going to be too much drama. I can't be doing this. I can't be
There's bound to
spending
be
all.
some drama, right?
Right, right. But everybody's not like that. And I put that stereotype out there, not fully even giving it a chance. I'm
Mhm.
not saying that it doesn't happen. I'm
Right,
not saying
right.
that it doesn't happen, but I didn't even seek out the relationships to build, to even, now I can identify real quick, fast, in a hurry, like, okay, you're gonna suck up a lot of my energy, so I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on. So, we live and we learn, and I am so grateful to be able
Yes.
to be in the community that we're in, and to know you and work with you. Because Tammy's my image consultant, also, guys.
Woo,
She does
woo.
amazing work. So, that workshop we attended that you did in Houston, that was amazing. A
The
real
boot
eye
camp.
opener for me, because I used to think I knew a lot about fashion till I got around y'all.
Learned just a couple of few things.
Absolutely. It was amazing. It was amazing. So let's talk about your book signing here in Austin. You guys,
Yes,
I'm in Austin, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be here. But I wanted to go live with her so that I could invite my peeps out that live here in Austin. So tell us a little bit more about it.
absolutely. So my new book, I Don't Look Like What I've Been Through. Amazon #1 bestseller. I am on stop #3 of the book tour, which will be in Austin, Texas, actually next Saturday, January the 18th, at the Cherrywood Coffee House from 2 to 4 p.m. We're going to be talking about I Don't Look Like What I've Been Through. I'm going to be signing books, just having some amazing fun there. I'll read a couple of excerpts from the book as well, and just having a great time. So be sure to go to bit.ly/Austin Book Sign and reserve your space. It's totally free. Come hang out. Space is limited, so you want to go ahead and reserve your space at the Cherrywood Coffee House. Go to bit.ly/Austin Book Sign. It's going to be amazing. If I've met you in person, it's going to be a time for us to catch up. If I've never met you, I'm super excited about meeting you everywhere I go. I'm so blessed and privileged to get to have the opportunity, Jennifer, to meet people that follow me on social media that I have not met before and connected with before. And it's always so funny when they see me in person, they're like, oh my God, you're the same in person. Yes.
Yes, yes. And I'm not going to be here. I hate I'm going to be traveling, because I would have been there. I would have been there, because Tammy is so full of the of energy, and I feed off of your energy, Dion's energy, Coach's energy, Chanel's energy, everybody that we travel with. I can't even name everybody's name, because I'm an introvert, right? And people are like, no, you're not. I'm
No, you're not.
yes, I am. Yes, I am. At the end of the day, when we get done doing this, I am exhausted and I have to go refuel. But I will say this. Will always be an introvert, because I always need my time to myself for my thoughts. But my
Yeah.
thoughts used to be toxic before. And maybe that had a lot to do with why I didn't seek out and even go out and do a lot of outings. If we had to go to an event, I would almost low key dread it. Now I'm just like, I can't even be still. I can't even be still. I'm all over the place. So I want everybody in Austin. I shared to several groups here in Austin. I'm
Wow.
actually starting a chapter of the Women Online Networking here. So I will be sure that I get this out to the ladies, so they can come out and meet you. If you're wanting to do work on your image, your style, all of that, I'm going to tell you guys, business owners or not, you may be like I was and think that you don't need that, but you need someone looking at what's going on, because they're going to see something different than you. And I learned that when I was in Tammy's master class, when she said what, based on a questionnaire and what she knew about me, what her impression was. And I was like, oh, really? That's not the same thing that I thought. And so that's very, very helpful, because at least for me, I can't speak for other people, because you never know what people think of you, right?
That's right.
And that's very, very important. That's
It
very,
is
very
very
important,
important.
especially as a business owner. The energy you bring and the value you bring to the relationship, and you're just in a business relationship, in any type of relationship, what do you bring to the table? And I was that person that didn't always bring anything to the table. I used to think I did. I used to think I brought a
Wow.
lot to the table, but
Wow.
until I started being honest with myself, which is something people don't always do. They just don't.
Exactly. You know
They
why,
just
Jennifer? Because it's not always pretty. Being honest with yourself is not always pretty. Sometimes it's ugly. Sometimes it's painful, and we want to avoid those things that are ugly. And we rather sweep it under the rug and pretend like everything's okay. And I really got it, going on, and I have so much to offer. When the fact of the matter is, sometimes we carry a negative attitude.
Mhm.
Sometimes, we're not friendly or approachable. And whether you're in business or ministry or whatever it is, those are the types of things that are so important. Again, because it reflects the energy that you carry. And if your attitude is not in check, if you're still living in the past, and you're judging everybody from past experiences, maybe you were
Yes.
burned in a relationship or a friendship, or a business deal went wrong, and so now you're looking through those cloudy lenses, when it's really not the truth. All of those things, those are a part of how you show up, what I call how you show up in the world. And so in this new decade, in this new year, it's so important for us to show up as our highest and best selves. And again, you don't have to look like what you've been through. You don't have to continue to walk around being a hot mess, whether that's on the inside or the outside, because it's unattractive. That's one
Right.
of the things that I talk about in the book. There's a chapter that says, be attractive. Nobody wants to be around somebody complaining about their job or their clients all the time. Nobody wants to be around somebody that doesn't care about their appearance, and all of
Mhm.
these kind of things, and negative all the time. Be attractive. And so, listen, what a way to kick off 2020. Again, I don't look like what I've been through. 7 ways to turn your mess into a masterpiece. If you're in the Austin area, I would love to meet you. I would love to sit down with you and just have a great time. On the 15th of January, I'm sorry, on the 18th of January in Austin, Texas, at the Cherrywood Coffee House from 2 to 4. Be sure to go to bit.ly/Austin Book Sign and reserve your seat today. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for sharing, for being with me, for being a
No
sister,
problem.
supporting a sister.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now, somebody asked for the link for your book. So could you tell us the link for your book? And guys, we want to encourage you to come out. It's a completely free event. This is an opportunity for you to come out and meet with some ladies, have some coffee, some great conversation. And it's going to be amazing, amazing. Seeing Tammy Durden, it's like she's like a little doll. She's so together. And I love it. I love it. I love it. And I call her by her full name, Tammy Durden, because that
Yes.
I call her Tammy Durden all the time, and that's because she carries herself with so much dignity and respect. So I'm
Oh,
gonna
thank
call her
you,
by her full name,
Jennifer.
Tammy Durden, and she's always just so beautiful, girl. I won't forget in New Orleans, and I can say this.
Don't you do it, Jennifer.
I'm not gonna tell the story. I'm not gonna tell the story. What happens in New Orleans stays in New Orleans. But she has so much confidence, y'all. And it's like you be looking at Tammy like, but that's just me hating. But I do stuff like that all in fun. And I'm not trying to offend everybody. That's all about me. I want to look like that. And because I don't, I have a So yes, awesome, awesome, awesome. So
Yes,
yes, there's the link, guys, for her book, bit.ly/my bestseller 19. That's
yes.
amazing, Tammy. That's amazing. I know you have two books out there. So you keep up the good work. You keep it up.
Well, thank you.
That
Thank you.
the best is
I
yet to come.
appreciate it so much. We had Kamisha to jump on with us, Cynthia. Hey, ladies, thank you so much. Ladon, thank you all so much for joining us today. Thank you for your kind words, Jennifer.
You're so welcome.
I love your personality, your spirit. Thank you so much for volunteering. And see, that I am so grateful for that, to be surrounded by some amazing women that step up and just volunteer to support and to help. And, I believe in paying that forward. Of course, Jennifer, you know that if I can support you in any way, in any of your endeavors, I will certainly do that, be more than happy to do that. And that's what it's all about, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's it.
So,
That's it.
absolutely. So listen, everybody, if you're on live with us, thank you so much for joining. You better believe there will be watch parties of this broadcast coming your way. If you're on the watch party, we certainly appreciate you. Again, stop by bit.ly/Austin Book Sign to reserve your space for the Austin book signing. If you're not in the Austin area, listen, that's stop number 3. I'll be in Wichita, Kansas. Following that, in February, I will be in the Dallas area to my Dallas people. And then in March, the tour is going to conclude there in San Francisco, California, and Oakland, California. So I'll be in a city near you. If not, reach out to me and I'll come.
That's good. That's good. That's good. I know I have a couple of people that have invited me out, and I always love going out talking with women about what I've been through and how people, you're not by yourself. I used to think I was by myself.
Wow.
So anything I can do to support Tammy, I'm in. You just let me know.
Same here, sis. Same here. Well, love you much. Everybody have a great evening. And actually, Jennifer and I are going to pop back on next Thursday for just a little bit to chat with you a little bit more. So same place next Thursday of next week. And we'll see you then, everybody.
Okay.
Thanks for joining. Good night.
Bye.